What's your message? Just the possibility of a new oil pipeline has Canadian politicians talking.
If it's anything other than a public relations ploy, why won't he say, on what date will construction begin on a pipeline from Alberta to the Pacific?
The memorandum of understanding that we're negotiating with Alberta creates necessary conditions, but not sufficient conditions, because we believe in cooperative federalism.
On Thursday, the Prime Minister is set to announce a new agreement with Alberta.
We have a lot to discuss.
CBC News has learned it's expected to include language about a pipeline through BC to the West Coast. But that was news to British Columbia.
And while the Globe and Mail and the CDC may have been consulted, we certainly have not been.
The provincial government is a vocal opponent of any new oil pipeline.
The difference between real projects and this project is that a real project has proponents, it has roots, it has consultation.
The MOU is expected to include conditions, including stricter industrial carbon pricing, investment in carbon capture and storage, buy-in from First Nations, and consultation with BC.
Everybody should take a little bit of a breath. At the end of the day, let's see what the MOU says.
Look, I think it would be a really important step if we manage to get to an accord between two jurisdictions that are not always on the same page.
Also not on the same page, some members of the Liberal Party. Sources say behind closed doors, some BC MPs are angry that they learned about the broad strokes of a deal through the media, signaling possible trouble with caucus unity.
It's always important to have your house in order. Always important to make sure that the attic doesn't have any ghosts rattling around.
Has to hope that these are trial balloons that will be shot down soon, because there's no such thing as a pipeline through British Columbia's northern territory to new tankers on our waters. No way, no how. They'll lose their seats. And they like their seats.
A source says the Energy Minister will be briefing the BC caucus in the morning on what exactly is in this MOU.
So, Kate, British Columbia has said time and time again it does not support any new oil pipeline. So does BC get a veto?
That part is really unclear. We reported that the agreement will say the BC government has to be engaged, but in question period, the Prime Minister said the BC government has to agree, and so do First Nations rights holders. That would be a major hurdle to any pipeline development. Mark Carney will almost definitely be asked to clarify what exactly he meant.
All right, that is Kate McKenna in Ottawa. Thank you.
You're welcome.